That's his sacred cow. She's perfect. Don't dare talk about her. No. No.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night, where we're going to watch an episode about Moo Cow. Yes, we are. No scratching. Come on. Let's not do that. Okay, sorry. I apologize. Discipline the cat. I've been gone for a week, so she's a little. Let's do it. Let's jump right in. I'm excited. First off, my apologies for having the wrong time. I said it for 7 p.m., but I forgot. I did it while I was in Tennessee. It does not know what I'm thinking, which is when I get back to Ohio, I'm going to live stream. So the time change will be an hour different. But we're here now. And I saw a lot of people in chat already. So y'all knew that I just don't have a brain. And you're like, let's just try. Let's just try to show up at 7. See what happens. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. It's going to be a good episode. I just love to watch Robin go. What do I do with the bill? I just put it on the table and it magically gets paid? It's that episode. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I don't pre-watch them because I want to enjoy it with you as I go back through them. So here we go. I will just take a minute to say hello to a few people who are here, and then we jump right in. We have, starting at 6:55 p.m., which is when I logged in, Elizabeth Murphy, Mom's, I should click. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it does go back further. Yay! Here we go. Oh, goodness. I'm glad they did this. Katrina Taylor, back at 2:03 p.m. Congratulations. One of your videos got used in another content creator's creation. Oh, really? Which one? Dude, let me know. That's cool. Lynn Skinner, hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating, being the rock star moderator that you are. Joni C., good to see you. Hi, Danny Towns. Hi, Mama Squirrel. Hello, Nadine. Get a couple more, and then we will start. Elizabeth Murphy, saw you again. Let's see. A lot of chatting going on. Amy D. Shannon Banana's here. Hello. Maddie V is here. And thank you for hitting the like button. She was the 7th person to do so. Thanks for letting us know. Kathy Ferran is here. Or Farron. I'll never know if I say it correctly because I can't hear back from you guys. Hello, Liz. Good to see you. Welcome. Ladybird's mom. Hey. Mama Kaiser. Hi. Jane. Adjective Jane. Oh, thanks, Jane. I'm glad you liked the intro. Well, I don't know if we've got... I'm going to have to write some words for that. But I've got them here ready to go just in case we happen to have any reference to a tryst with him or any high school friends talking about his hiddenness. Not that I have anything against it, but when Cody wants to hide something, it's fun to pull it out. Lisa, it's good to see you. Okay. You don't have to watch. Oh, I really get to catch live walking out the door. Oh, there you go. 2 donkeys and a mule. That's worth it. All right. And my zoo for you is here. Good to see you. Okay. Jennifer, hi with Mom. And Tracy, hey there. We are starting with episode, move this to the side, 3. I have to pull it up under a different browser so that you can all hear it. There we go. And I believe this is the one where Janelle, we're like, I don't know if all the wives do in this episode, but Janelle gets her date night and goes camping, and Janelle is very frugal and she's always trying to save the family's money. And so we talk finances. You all know my favorite subject, my absolute favorite subject in all of Sister Wives is when they talk finances. I love it. Okay. Lynn, cow. I've got you, cow. That's funny. This is some good words. Okay. Here we go. We're getting started. We're right at the top. I've got it prepared past the little intro. So we are going to jump right in. Make sure I got my volume up loud enough. Tell me if you cannot hear it, but it should be okay. Cody in his white car.
For her birthday, we need a little time away, and so we're going to go down to Arches National Park.
Oh, it's Janelle's birthday.
Hey, how's it going? Going camping.
I mean, well, in our big family with multiple wives, it's important that you nourish each relationship. So time alone just makes sense. It allows you time to connect as a couple.
Cody's sitting on the couch like this with
Janelle.
Janelle.
To be able to move away from everything else and reconnect to each other.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
I'm so smug.
Every year, Janelle and I will have at least 2 times where we try and get away from the rest of the family for a little time together. We'll see what I got to go. I haven't even thought about it, so.
Of course you haven't,
Just
Cody.
be fast, be focused.
You've put no effort
do I
into
wear?
thinking about your trip with
We're going to go on a
Janelle.
road trip overnight, go down to Arches National Park and stay the night and hike around. And so it's kind of fun to go away and just sort of reconnect like that. I don't think we're fitting.
We are fitting.
Okay. All right. Oh, all our bedding.
Yeah, jeez. No. Why aren't they rolled? We need to roll these. These are sleeping bags.
rolled?
Because they don't zip up anymore.
We're buying 2 sleeping bags on the way.
No.
Yeah, I'm not taking
No.
those.
Tosses them.
No, I'm not spending the money. Sorry.
I don't feel like sleep.
No, we'll lay them flat. I have a sheet, blanket.
Yeah, but it's camping. You got to be able to zip them together.
I'm okay with not zipping them together. I don't want to spend the money. I'm just not into spending all the money.
Okay.
All right, that's our big argument. all
I'm
the
not
time.
taking the pillows. Got smaller pillows.
Okay, sorry with me. Cody wants to solve everything really quick. Let's just go to the store and buy it. And I'm like, no, I think we could make do with what we have on hand. So it's been a constant source of friction in our marriage.
The number one question that I am asked of all other questions is how can you afford that size of family?
Tell Dad you want a hot dog.
It's really just a situation where we all just work together. Yeah.
I hate to say it's communal, but it's really very socialistic. We're all working together for the same cause. We all use our own talents, and everybody works together.
Or lack thereof.
When Robyn came up and she was looking for work and didn't have work, there was a little bit of an adjustment there from my perspective. Like, okay, so it's got to go even further now. The resources that we have, which are somewhat finite, had to go even further.
But I think that right off, we established that Robyn coming into family was huge for me because I was so stressed out.
Did she
Robyn
help?
came, she took over some of the responsibility, and it was really helpful for me.
Really? For how long?
Coming into family, it's kind of like you are sort of going through this rite of passage, I guess you'd say, kind of trying to prove yourself. And at the same time, there's this part of me that just wants to go and do some really great job and, like, you know, contribute vast amounts of money and go, here, look, see what I did. You know, I'm valuable to this family.
And yet,
now, you know, they've gone through a lot of emotions about this whole thing and me disrupting their lives and it's like I want to sit here and somehow be worthwhile enough that disruption is worth it to them.
Currently, Robyn
still waiting.
and Christine are staying at home, and my income covers them. Sometimes Janelle will throw in for groceries and stuff.
You know, Janelle and Cody make the bulk of the money. They just do. My job doesn't pay as much, and so I've got some of the smaller bills, and I just know to take care of that.
So Mary, Christine, and Robyn kind of have their own bills. And then Cody and I coordinate getting the mortgage and the utilities paid. And
It's for all
and then
different
we all
stories.
sort of work together as a family to pay the rest of it. All right, so I'm going to pay this, and then I'll pay the power.
This one hasn't been paid this month yet.
No, I have the money. We have the money set aside. I just need to get it paid.
All right. Okay.
And
So there's 16 kids. We have to prioritize where the money goes, and usually just it's
we meet all their basic needs.
yeah.
But I mean, for extra things like braces or
Well, the squeakiest wheel seems to get the grease. I mean, a kid comes up to me and says, "Dad, I need new shoes." I go and get him new shoes.
Good parenting.
see, whereas in my own family, I have to kind of keep more track because I'm sorry, Madison would have me buy something every single paycheck for her.
Right? Wouldn't every teenager?
Would be the same way. And so finally I just had a hard time with her. And I'm like, look, I have a budget. And this week, it's not your turn. I'm not getting anything for you this week.
That must be when she comes to me. She's been
Because I
working
get the
that,
same
I'm
amount of
pretty
money as you
sure.
guys, but it's all for me.
I have one child. She gets whatever she wants whenever she wants it.
It's true.
That is such a lie.
That's one thing I gotta say is Mariah doesn't pester me nearly like the other kids do.
Because they divide
I'm
the
always,
money up
like,
equally.
Paying the bills one month, thinking, "Wow, I wonder how I'm going to pay him next month." You know, it always works out, but there's a lot of stress involved with trying to make sure everything gets paid.
A lot of stress for Janelle, not for Cody or Robin.
We're taking a quilt camping. Why?
You'll be really glad when it's cold tonight.
No,
As far as like how much time it takes Cody to get ready to
Maybe
go
we
somewhere,
shouldn't have a
it boggles my mind.
two-seater convertible,
Cody will go
Cody.
in and say goodbye to everybody, which is awesome, but it takes a long time. Oh wow, here he is.
Want a real kiss? Oh, I love you. See you later.
Always a real kiss. Goodbye.
Always a real kiss.
Okay. See ya. Oh, okay. Here.
Okay. Oh god. You're right.
Yeah.
That's Gabe on a pogo stick. So cute.
Oh.
Bye.
Who goes camping in a two-seated
and not
convertible?
working. It was like this huge transition for me.
I really did not see how the dollars and cents were going to work. We were struggling to keep the roof over our own head.
In my mind, just going, please help her to see what value I am to this family.
Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we found out she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
At first, we thought the problem was our puppy.
Look, what's in the clue?
Or something outside.
I realized I left my drink in the other room. All right. There is so much. I am going to go back. Here, make a big star for myself. Actually, put it on a Post-it note. Though I didn't do my last Post-it note thing completely. Find a plug-in for a timer. Oh, and I forgot to, well, that was the beginning of the show. I'll tell you on the timer where we are when we get started again. But I'm going to look for an actual timer. But I started to, and I do believe it is possible. So I got a little ways, and then I was out of town for a week. Okay. So much to say. I do believe they gave different answers as to who pays what and where the money goes. Let me write down here. Who pays what? Because Cody said, my income covers Robin and Christine. And then Mary says, I cover the smaller bills. And then somebody else said that 3 of the wives, Christine, Robin, no, said that Christine, Mary, and Janelle all cover their own bills. That's why I'm confused by it. And Cody and Janelle bring in the most money. Now, can't just say. All right, this may be true. Okay, so let's say Janelle brings in 50 grand a year and Cody brings in 20. And then Mary's working part-time, so she brings in 15. And Christine is a full-time mom, cook, slave, you name it. She does it all. That I could see. 60, 20, 15, and nothing. And then Robyn, who is capable of working because she's not homeschooling and cooking for all the kids and everything, she brings in nothing as well. Christine was a huge, valuable resource to that family. Huge. She was worth her weight in gold. Robyn, we're still looking to see what her value and resource is to the family. It's like I don't want to say communal, but it's, did he say communistic? Was it socialist? I don't think it was socialistic. I think it was communistic. I don't want to say we live communal, but it's kind of a communistic society. Everybody chips in and we all work off each other's resources, which I do believe is the intent of polygamy. Everyone kind of chips in, does their thing, everyone shares, watching the kids, yada, yada. And I do believe that that's how they functioned for 15 years. We are in episode 3, so we are talking about the past here. We are not talking about the present. Right now, we've got 3 wives that are contributing to the family that each had a place. I don't think Mary ever worked full-time. I don't know why. Why do you think Mary never worked full-time? It's a good question. Y'all let me know. Why did Mary never work full-time? I know she also started going back to school early on around this time, but so did Janelle. And Janelle worked more than full-time. She was working like really long hours. At one point, didn't she say she was working something like up to 60 hours a week? I mean, she was putting in long hours. And she was, after the kids were in bed, doing her schooling. So I don't know that is a good excuse if you have another sister wife with 6 kids working more than full-time and also going to school full-time. Just saying. Vanessa, thank you. Vanessa gifted memberships. So you may be notified that you were gifted a membership. This is a 1-month membership and YouTube picks out who gets them. So, all right. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Joni says, not only did they have to pay for Moo's rent, but all the rest and carry her $32,000 in debt. Worthless. Yeah. I mean, she had to have been sweating it when she came into the family. I mean, she knows. She just kept accruing debt, and now she's there. Not really. She babysits every now and then to help out Christine. Well, Christine is now going through postpartum, right? Yeah, it's season 3. It's season 2. She had to have had the baby. She had the baby before the wedding. She had the baby in her hands at the wedding. Yes, she had the baby. So she's going through postpartum. She was having a hard time. So she needed Robyn to chip in and watch the kids every now and then. Did Robyn ever watch The Boys? Never saw it. Let's keep our eyes out for that. You know what else I want to keep our eyes out for? I'm going to start keeping track. Hey, y'all can do me a favor. In the community tab, another thing I'm going to do. In the community tab, I am going to list season 1 and all the episodes. It's like about 8. So you can take your time and scroll through it and watch the Robyn parts. And you can all respond and start telling me if Robyn cries at all during the episode. Remember we said we were going to count the cries. And then in season 1, I'm like, this is too stupid. We can't. Just can't do it. Episode 1, Robyn doesn't come in till the very end. She doesn't even come in at the end. At the very end, they introduce her. So right away, that's going to be a scratch. So it doesn't even count because she wasn't in it. But starting with episode 2. So then we'll continue to keep track of, that's easier. Is there an episode Robyn does not cry? Either in the taping of it or in the couch interview or reflecting at any point. Okay, so henceforth and forevermore, we shall, my pad is over there. That's all right. I'll write it on a Post-it note. Right now we're on season 2. So we're going to check today, see if we see any tears. Episode 3. And we'll say yay or nay on tears. And then by the time we get through and all the way caught up, back up to 19, we'll count and see. So let me write that down here. Community tab. Episodes and tiers. I don't know what that means. All right. Let's see. Robyn's worth her weight in mold. Yeah. Robyn babysat 3 of Janelle's big kids. Yeah, she would have sometimes a teenager. Early on, she had the teenagers come over, right? Yeah, big help, big help. Okay. Did you get my comment about I did not see it? Reading the Catfisher's book. I guess it's a download available. I heard it was short, badly written, but funny. I don't know, but I'm curious if you want to do it. I could. I read it. I read it like last year. And I didn't really cover it because there's huge sections of it that are so clearly fabricated that it's hard to know. Like, I mean, just for fun, I guess we could. I don't know. My understanding was the Catfisher is savvy enough to start to strike down channels for reading it, as opposed to whoever, Simon and Schuster or any of the Sister Wives and Cody when it came to reading that book. So a lot of people it was harder to find, but I don't know, maybe I can download. I'll see how much. Here's my downside. Here's my concern. If it's like more than $10, I pay $10 for the Sister Wives book with shipping. If it was more than $10, I don't know if it's worth it. And then I don't also want to get my channel taken down, have a whatever it is they do to take it down temporarily. And then, you get a strike against you. And then I believe after like 2 weeks, it eventually comes back up. Now, again, this is a good reminder that in every one of my videos, there's a link to my sub channel, which sometimes I cover other shows there. But just go there and subscribe, even if you're not watching this stuff, because in the event you're searching for Sister Wives, senior perspective on Sister Wives, and you can't find it anywhere and it's completely wiped off, it means the channel got taken down from being reported by somebody. And in the meantime, we will be over at the other channel because I'm not going to stop being online. So that one is called Reality TV Breakdown, but there's a link in the show notes description of every video. Same place you can find the link to click on before you do your Amazon shopping. If you can't see it, there's always a little button or a little gray part that says more. So when you read the show notes, it only shows about 3 lines and then it says more. Click on more and then you get all the more. It's where I put all the disclaimers I have to put. It's where I list all the music that might be in there. Just, and you don't care about any of that stuff, but it does have my Amazon links and it does have the link to my sub channel. Okay. So we'll look at it. But yeah, some of it is so plain. And quite frankly, I mean, I'll read it, but I will be very uncomfortable because she tries to make it juicy. So it will be uncomfortable. I'll try. I'll look into it anyway. I'll look into it. How's that? Okay. All right. here we go. Let's continue on. I'm chatting too much here. We are continuing on at, click on the thing, roughly 8:22. Here we go. Arches National Park in Utah.
This is awesome. Check it out.
Janelle's all excited.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Where do you put your tent? There?
We'll put it right here.
Put it right there. Huh?
Do you know how to put this one up, Janelle?
Sort of. Every year I relearn.
I've never
Janelle
done
has to
this.
do it?
I don't know. So are there directions?
Here, no.
Of course, he has no idea.
So it's nice that Cody and I are able to get away for an overnight stay. And it was also, really awesome that while I was gone, my kids were taken care of, and Mary, Christine, and Robin were kind of holding down the fort.
It's important that Robin and Christine stay home right now, and they're working hard.
We see Christine in the grocery
Why do I
store.
bring money into the family is because I save family money by really watching what I shop, by buying in bulk, by canning. That's how I can help out.
Huge list of what to
My goal
pay.
was 300. I'm at exactly 300 even. That was my goal. I have serious shopping skills. I have coupons now. I did want those.
Okay, take your shoes off by the door. Take your coats off and put it in the basket. Right now, my contribution is helping being a mom at home, and that includes being the
mean to the
go-to
kids.
girl for probably anybody,
Keeping
and
food
then
away.
also
The go-to girl.
being there to take care of the kids. No, you guys cannot go outside without shoes and jacket. Okay.
The advantage to us is we don't really have to pay for babysitter. We have the built-in ones right here.
She's
don't
not
have
a
that
babysitter.
extra
She's
money.
a mother in this
No,
family.
that's-
She's a go-to
that's what
girl.
I'm saying. We don't have that extra money that needs to go out to daycare.
We buy 5 50-pound bags of flour at a time, put them in the food storage room, and get the flour when we need it. And we buy oats by the bulk, by 50-pound bags. We stock.
We
up
don't
the
buy
food
just
storage
one
room.
case. We buy 4 cases.
Yeah, we stock up the food storage room. They're like, I just realized the other day I was out of sugar. I'm like, you're kidding me? I'm out of sugar? I've been out of sugar for months. You're kidding me. What?
Now that's a skill.
You're so cranky, parents.
Christine and I are working a lot together. I mean, it's she and I putting our heads together. Are like, well, how many cases should we buy of tuna fish? Or, I mean, so that's a conversation that we're having constantly. That isn't so much involving these two because their situations are different. So I mean, it's not like we have some.
How is Robin's situation
community
different?
Pantry. It
She's
is.
got 3
Everybody's
kids.
free to take from it, but Christine and I
And
are
we
kind of.
do. I take flour
Yeah.
from it all the time. In fact, I'm the one who took all the sugar.
You're supposed to tell somebody.
Is she joking?
Isabel, you guys, this should be a snack, not a meal.
Not a mill.
I've always known what was going on with the finances in my life, and when I was on my
She
own, I
took
worked.
Isabel's
I took care of my
bowl
money,
away.
I paid my own bills. I mean, like it was just me. So coming into the family and not working, it was like this huge transition of going, Cody, I need to pay a bill. Do I just put the bill on the counter? How do you want to work this? So it was like a really big transition for me.
Yes, the bill fairies
I mean,
pay
there's
it,
no bones
Robin.
about it. I was very worried about the financial, and I really did not see how the dollars and cents were going to work. I mean, we were struggling to keep the roof over our own heads, and we were going to bring this person in and pay rent and groceries, and there was going to be no income coming in. I was worried.
At the same time, Robin coming in months before we got married, she says, I can't come in and be a burden to your family.
Did she say that? Because she was a burden for a year before she married.
I am hopeful that Robin will get a job. She has been looking. It's not for lack of looking.
Few more minutes, boys, and then it's homework time.
She's still looking 15 years later.
It has been very nice to have her home because Christine she really did kind of need to check out for a few months. Robin's kind of held things together.
For a few
There's
months.
days I'll have, Janelle's kids over and she's come over and picked them up and stuff. And it's like, I'm just in my mind just going, please help her to see what value I am with this family, and Christine as well. It's like, there's days when, you know, I've got her girls and she's taking a break. And I'm like, please let this be something where she sees the value of me. Monster, monster. Every single word is the same.
Couple days of
Right
babysitting.
now, if you were to take Christine, Mary, or Janelle, or Cody out of their group, they would miss that person.
Yep.
And they would mourn that loss.
Yep.
I want to get to that point where they go, Robyn's not here?
Never happened.
And
Robyn's
they
not here?
miss me.
Oh, miss you.
If it comes before dark, then we're the champs. Every
All right. They did get to the point that they said, Robyn's not here? But they didn't miss her. I missed the tag. It's not a mill. Poor Isabel. She learned. That mill was taken right away from her. She literally took the dish and just pulled it away. And then held it away. She didn't even show her give it back. Oh. So Christine is buying like 50 pounds of potatoes and big sack bulk everything. And Robyn has got her little container of Oscar Mayer cold cuts and her name brand cereals and her, it's very different. Very different. And yet she can still go to that food pantry and take Christine and Janelle's food. Got it. I just wanted to be clear. I understood the finances of this family. Also, if you have a bill, all you have to do is set it on a table and the bill fairies come and they pay it, apparently. Yeah. So she comes in with 4 mouths to feed and another mortgage or rent on a house, health insurance coverages, whatever they pay for that, if they had any. They went with none whatsoever. I would imagine they'd have catastrophic, but no, I don't think so because well, she had appendicitis. She never ruptured appendix, but still, that would have been an expensive bill. So I don't think they had any insurance. Okay, take that off the table. So they had to pay her housing and they had to pay for food for the 4 of them. And, you know, clothing and purses and hair and nails and, you know, the necessities that you would need coming into a family, not to mention over $30,000 worth of debt. So yes, I do believe that watching Janelle's kids here and there, and once I watch Christine's girls, that makes up for it. I think we're even. Yeah. I'll just keep putting the bills on the counter and let the fairy pay it. Butterface's kids never missed a meal. Shanna Banana wants to order a bill fairy on Robyn's credit card. Very good. Very good. All right. Tracy, oy vey. No milk for you, Isabel. Verna, the note on the fridge told me everything I need to know. Yeah. Did you hear her explanation for that on the refrigerator too? If anyone missed that. So first of all, the sign on the refrigerator was when they moved to, there's a fly, I'm sorry. It was way down the hall in a bathroom off of the main bedroom, but it has now found its way in here and it's going to probably bug me all night long. It's very pesky. It's a very active fly. I'm surprised the cats aren't here. Come here, Cosette. Get the fly. So there was a sign when they were in their homes that they built. In one of the episodes, and they're filming in Robyn's house, you can see a big piece of paper that says, ask Robyn or Mindy first before taking any food out of the refrigerator. Mind you, Christine and Janelle and Mary had open refrigerator door policies. I don't know if Mary did as much because she probably did. I know Christine did and Janelle did, but Christine was the house that had all the food because she did so much of the cooking. So she had a lot of the food there. And we know that she would run out of food money because everybody would eat her out of house and home because she was so generous, and said, any kid that's hungry, especially you teenagers, you teenage boys, you can walk in anytime. We've seen it on the show where Logan walked right in, hey, and walked right by because off to the kitchen he was going in Christine's house. Like, didn't knock on the door. It was like it was his home. Janelle's and Christine's kids, and I do believe Mary's as well, were all part of living as one family. That all just changed with Robyn. So the sign says you have to ask Mindy or Robyn if you're going to. It's going to drive me crazy. Get anything out of the refrigerator. Now, Robyn's excuse for that. Solomon is on a very special diet. Translation: Solomon's very picky. So we didn't want him, like, he has special snacks that he can't. Gosh, I think this was her explanation. It may have been in the Patreon, McKelty's Patreon, explaining it. Shoot, now I don't remember. Maybe you guys can help me if you know. But either Robyn herself or McKelty said, now I'm starting, the more I think about it, the more I think it might be McKelty. Solomon had particular needs for food and only ate certain things. So she didn't want any of the kids to come and eat those things because then he wouldn't have anything to eat. Translation: Solomon is very spoiled. We let him get away with eating whatever he wanted to. And so he only eats 2 or 3 things. So we didn't want to. Now, why can't you just say, if that's true, these are Solomon's foods, just don't eat this, this, and this. Just put a sign on it. Sticky notes. That's what they're for. Sticky note on it. And then they could just eat anything else. No, that's not how it went. This fly. Okay. Here we go. Shannon Banana, I told you I wasn't going to be here Sunday night. I was out of town. You're just praying. Just in case I showed up. It's very sweet of you, though. Oh, goodness. All right, we are going to begin again. Let me see if I think I'm right. Yeah. Okay, so we're at Arches National Park. And this time we're at, where did that ad? This time we're at roughly 1342. My little cursor, it has a whole ball for where it's starting. And so when I put my cursor over it, the seconds are a little bit off. It looks like 1342. We are in Moab, Utah, Arches National Park. We are back with Janelle, who's apparently, can I just say, pitching the tent mostly by herself. At least she's the only one that knows what she's doing. Cody specifically said, do you know how to put this up, Janelle? I've never done this. To which Janelle says, oh, I think so. I always have to relearn every year. Because, you only put it up every so often. It's, you forget some things. So Janelle comes out and says, every year I'm the one that pitches the tent. Every year. And obviously Cody's never even helped because he has no clue. I have never done this, was his words. And she said, well, I have to relearn every year. This, now that you can sit there and just not just relax and look at you, really listen to what they say, it's quite amazing. He's quite transparent on his lack of effort when it comes to doing stuff in this family. Okay, here we go. Again, we're at 1342.
Kind of got a problem in the middle here.
I think we have a problem in the middle
I like
here.
camping. I do. I used to camp a lot more when I was younger. Now I'm kind of thinking it would be fun to have a trailer. Being older is harder to sleep on the ground.
You'll get one, Janelle.
Just keep coming to the corner of
This
the
isn't
tent.
right, Cody. I have nothing over here.
If you get it done before dark, then we're the champs. Camping checks you out. You set up your tent. You move away from all the stresses of your life. You move away from your job. You light the fire. The fire is mesmerizing.
Janelle's lighting the fire, by the way.
Every relationship has its own independent power and its own independent bond. In a way, you kind of have to compartmentalize a relationship with each individual wife. So to have an individual relationship with them and then a group relationship with them.
I mean, in our family, and that's all I can speak for, I think all of the children think their mother is the favorite. I really believe that. I've heard them all express it. It's not a huge part of conversation. It's not something that they compare notes on. I just know I've heard them express that they all think their mom is the favorite. But when he's with me, I'm the center of his universe, and my children see that.
The way that it all works out really well for me, because I've got a really good balance with being able to have my job, and then I'm home plenty of time, to spend time with Mariah as well. In the last few years, I've been working, Janelle's been working, and Christine's been the one staying home, and she loves that. Sometimes I get a little bit envious, honestly, because I would like to be able to stay home more.
But
I
she
would rather
works
be
part-time.
rather than have to go out and work all the time. And this works really, really, really well for me. Hey, Petey.
She loves to be here with me when I sew. She's so funny.
I totally admire women who can stay home, but I don't know how to be that person at home. So,
And there are other women in this family who balance that by saying, I would prefer to work at home. So I'll stay at home, you work, we'll
You
share.
help with the bills. You pay for the bills, and I'll help take care of your.
You bring home the bacon, I'll fry it up in the pan.
You pay all the bills. I'll help
Really
take care of your
fun getting to
children.
know these other little kids and stuff. It's just really fun to see them excited to see me and want to hug. Hi. It's a compliment to me,
We're having going to my house. Oh, this is gonna get watched. While your mom's gone.
It's just a lot of fun though. And when they respond to me, it's like the greatest reward.
Because you're a narcissist.
for me, I have this tremendous home life, but I still get to do what I want to do. So I'm getting the best of both worlds.
Sometimes I think that Janelle is a better mom when she is working, because she loves her career. Hi, babies. Hi, babies.
Better mom when she's working.
And so when she does get home in the evenings after work, she's not too tired to spend time with her kids. And so that time that she has with them is quality time, I think.
My contribution to the family is the money that makes my home life great. So I get to work and do what I want, and then I have this great home life. Will I exchange my paycheck for that? You bet. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't anybody?
Well, Robyn wouldn't.
When I married Cody, Mary was very...
I don't understand Mary's comment. Janelle's a better parent when she's working. When is she not working? Like, she's a better parent Monday through Friday than she is on the weekend? That's a mean thing to say. I never caught that line before. Did you? Janelle's a better parent when she's working. When is she not working? They haven't, this show is still aired back when they're in Lehigh. So Janelle has always worked up until they moved to Vegas and she was looking for employment. So it can't be, during that time when she was looking for a job. She's always had a job. Very interesting. Hi, Danny. Snark much, Mary. I mean, it did seem like that, didn't it? I mean, it did to me too. Yes. That I can't understand that comment other than to say she's a better mom Monday through Friday than on the weekend. Unless she just misspoke and she didn't mean what she said. She's just saying words. Yeah, it's possible. We are talking about the Brown family. But the way she said it, I can't think of any other way to interpret it. She's a better mom when she is working. I mean, you can make it really mean and say she's the best mom when she's working. When she's away from her kids, it's when she's the best mom. I mean, that'd be really, really mean. The other way is already mean, but that's like mean on a whole nother level. But just to say she's a better mom on the days that she is gone from 6 in the morning until like 7 at night. 'Cause didn't she say she works like 11 or 12-hour days? Oh, goodness. Then she's present when they get home. She looks exhausted, mind you, when she walks in that door. She walks in and she's like, hey, hi. Her kids are coming up and giving her hugs, and she looks spent. Oh, she's got everything to give to those 6 kids at that point. Like, I don't know. Any normal person would be exhausted after working that many hours every day and then coming home to 6 kids on top of it. Praise God for Christine. Okay. Oh, Shanna Banana, that is so sweet of you. Let me see. Let me get it here. Here, I can show it. Thank you. Was your trip great? My trip was great. I went to visit my oldest child and her husband in Nashville and spent a week down there. But on the way down there, I picked up my son and took him with me. And then he bought my son-in-law's car. So he drove back from Tennessee. And we spent last night in a hotel just south of Cincinnati. And then after that, went off our separate ways. I mean, we kind of didn't follow each other along the way anyway. We were like, let's stop at Buc-ee's and meet you there. Okay, let's now stop at the hotel. So yeah. So he has a car for the first time in his life. He's a car owner, paid in full. And now he has insurance and gas and everything. He's adulting, and I could see the sweat coming down his head. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here we go. This is a very good question. How soon did the nanny come on? Almost instantly, because they used McKelty. McKelty, I do believe, as soon as the first year came, she was already nannying for Robyn. So basically, now how soon before the family had to pay for a nanny, I'm not 100% sure about that. I know as soon as they were down in the paid rentals, we'll have to keep an eye open and see when we see Mindy, but Mindy wasn't their first babysitter. They had somebody else before. They had McKelty, really. She actually, I think she even moved in. Possibly. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know she was there all the time. I know she was cooking and cleaning and doing her online schooling and full-on nannying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Julianne, good point. Janelle was raised most of her life by a single mother. Yep. Cheryl. So she knew to be responsible. Yeah. And Cheryl taught her education is very important, because Cheryl was already a certified nurse when her husband passed away. And Janelle and her sister Cindy were young at that time. But Cheryl had that career so that she could provide. And that's something that she instilled in Cindy and Janelle. That's why she's responsible, and she's able to walk away with it. She could have walked away at any point. She's the one who really could have financially been fine walking away. I just think she's such a good person that she didn't want to do that to the family ever. Even after all, I mean, obviously they got way more money after the show started, so she could have walked away anyway, but she was still doing side gigs. I don't know. Okay. All right. So, Let's see. Lunty said, even at this point, Logan, Maddie, and Aspen were helping to look after the younger kids. That's true. Mm-hmm. Ah, thank you, Julianne. Okay, so the nannies were McKelty, Tara Lease. That name sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I don't remember what she looks like either. So I'll keep my eye. I know Mindy. I know what Mindy looks like. And we know McKelty. And keep my eye open for Tara Lease when she appears in this season too. So far, no tears. We're on the tier meter. I should make a tier meter. I'll make a tier meter. Oh gosh. Look at me. This is why I'm so busy. I do the same thing for my speech therapy kids. I should make a game that incorporates past tense irregular verbs that also has sentences about Taylor Swift or something. Oh gosh. Okay. The tier meter would be fun though. Okay. Here we go. We are near the end, believe it or not. Last segment, and it is at 18:02. Well, actually, it's probably closer to, I'm going to put my cursor at the end because this all still says coming up. 18:15, I'd say, 18:15. Here we go. Oh, get the sound up, Jenny. There we go.
Let's go out over here.
We were glad we had this last night.
Yeah.
Janelle was right. Cody was wrong.
She doesn't like PDA. I'm very comfortable with it.
So I had to learn how to let him kiss me in public.
I actually had to learn myself how important it was to me. And then I started telling her.
Well, and I learned it was important to him. So I had to learn to speak to him in that language that he understood I was expressing.
She doesn't hug and kiss me. I don't believe she loves me.
So I had to learn to do that.
I'm needy. Translation, I'm needy.
Are you kidding? I'm a man. I don't need the instructions.
Because when I married Cody, Mary was very affectionate and all over him. And so I just learned to sort of stand aside. So we had to learn how to balance that. You can call an 800 number.
Oh, really?
And it's funny because we've been married 17 years.
17 years.
And it's only been the last 1
Yeah.
that I finally clued in that that's important. That's how he needs me to express that. So we managed to get by, but I think we've been better since I've been willing to sort of meet him in those needs. Last night was nice. The breeze made it a little chilly, but under the quilt, we were warm.
She wanted to bring the quilt because she knew it'd be cold. It was cold. We used the quilt.
And there was no need to go buy a sleeping bag for a trip.
And so we had the quilt. We saved the money. So she was right. Did I say she was right?
I was just going to say.
So
Add the
you
next
got
part. Add the next part.
She's right.
And I was.
And I was wrong. This is it.
Okay.
We're here.
Yay. Look at, isn't that cool?
That is really interesting.
It's so big. Think about yourself standing up there, how big that really is.
What a trip. So it was really great for Janelle and I to get away, spend some time together, and know that everything at home would be taken care of. Okay, there we go. So,
Okay.
Right? It's a good thing that everybody in the family has roles. They all pitch in. We're all able to help each other.
There'll always be a team when it comes to making sure that the family has their needs met. And there'll always be a team on the idea of saying, this is family and we do this together.
3 of them will.
This is very much why this lifestyle works, because you have these very basic, raw human emotions of selfishness and possessiveness, and you have to step outside that, and you have to look out what's better for the whole, and you become, I believe that you become a better person.
Hi, Princess. Oh, I
Oh,
love
truly is so
I'm
cute.
wondering if you guys would like me to dump my career and all of you work and I stay home and play Mr. Mom. I wonder how that would work. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't last.
There you go. There's the truth. You would not last. How would you like that? Your career. Oh, his career not selling many signs. Very funny. All right, so very interesting. Robin says, I'm going to go back. Oh, if it'll let me. Dang it. I'm on a commercial. Shoot. It's probably going to take me to the next episode. I'm going to go back. Interesting. The next episode is actually when they go to Sin City. And isn't the first time they go to Sin City to check out kind of like housing and everything? I don't think they just ever go just to go, do they? I guess we'll find out next week when we do that. I want to get exactly what Robin said here about selfishness. I find that very interesting. I also find very interesting that Cody says, if she doesn't hug and kiss me, I don't believe she loves me. Again, I always say he's the man who wants to just sit back on the velvet couch and have being fed grapes at all times. Serve me, is Cody. I find it interesting that all the wives right here at the beginning are saying, so say you were wrong. Can I always say Cody never admits he's wrong about anything? It's like, or it's the yes, but yes, that is correct. But she did this. I'm wrong, but lots of buts. Lots of yes, buts. Lots of big buts. Buts everywhere in Cody's speech. Okay. Going back a little bit that I didn't cover as I'm letting the commercials run so I can catch these words. We have Robin saying, yeah, so my contribution is here. You pay all, just words verbatim. You pay all the bills and I'll help with the children. No truer words were spoken. You pay all my bills and debt and I'll help out with watching kids here and there. Halfway through. Oh, we got through the whole episode and that is fantastic. It went to episode 4. This whole time I'm watching commercials for episode 4. Are you kidding me? How did that happen? Jenny, get it together. Okay, we're going to watch more commercials. That's okay. There's other notes here that we have not covered. All right. We have me being confused about Mary again. On the show and in the book always mentioned that Mary was working part-time. So, I mean, I could dig it out again. It would take me a while to do it right now, so I won't do it on air now and waste your time. But it always said she worked part-time. Confused. Because she said she wishes she was home more with the kids like Christine is. So she was jealous of Christine, which I don't think she was ever jealous of Christine being home with the kids more. But did she maybe work full-time? Does anyone know? I don't think they ever said on the show if Mary worked full-time. That would be a good McKelty question, because if she didn't, any opportunity to throw Mary under the bus she would take. For sure. She's like, nope, she didn't help with the kids and she didn't work either. I mean, she won't say anything. I mean, it's way worse for Robin and she would never throw her under the bus, but she would throw Mary under the bus. Okay, let me back up here a second. Thank you very much for hitting the like button, Kimberly. And Peach is here. Hi, Peach. Yeah, more like her nanny will watch the kids. Isn't that the truth? Yep. Her nanny will watch the kids. So, and my contribution is my nanny will watch the kids while I shop. Get my hair. Just spend money. Spend money. She is just addicted to spending money. I would say she's addicted to shopping, but I think she's just addicted to spending money because she'll just spend money on herself that's not shopping. Hair, nails, who knows what all. She probably gets massages on a regular basis. I am sure she has some sort of excuse and for why she tweaked her back in the day. Also, at the very beginning, did I write this down? Do you notice how she said, I was so used to working full time and taking care of the kids and paying all the bills that this was all new to me. She, at most, was on her own for a year. I bet it hadn't even been a year before the Browns brought her up and stayed up there and he proposed to her. I really do. Okay, I found it. I'm going to write this down. I'll turn it up so you guys can hear it again too. Cody just got finished saying that. Come on. This is family and we do this together. Okay. And Robyn says,
family and we do this together.
This is very much why this lifestyle works.
This is very much like, okay, do tell. Expert polygamist Robyn. We are waiting on with bated breath.
Because you have these very basic.
Okay. She uses raw a lot too. You have these very basic, my apologies, but I really do want to write this out. You have these very basic, raw human emotions. Okay. I think, aren't you not even supposed to have the emotions if you're a good sister wife? Isn't that what they teach you in the AUB? You're not even supposed to be jealous, so you need to pray more if you are. I do believe that's what it is. If you were close with God, that you wouldn't feel anything negative about anybody. So, just saying. Not a very good AUBer. Okay.
Raw human emotions of selfishness and
of selfishness and possessiveness. I guess of Cody. Cody and things, objects, whatever. Okay, here we go.
Possessiveness, and you have to step outside that.
Okay, love to see when she did this. And you have to step outside that. Yeah, right. And do what, Robyn?
And you have to look out what's better for.
And you have to look out, or probably look at, she meant. What's better for the whole family? Gosh. COVID is the absolute opposite of these words. What was better for the whole family? She did what was better for her 2 little kids based on the whole family. Yeah, because the older one, she didn't even mention that. And it was all about Saul and Ari. Yeah, didn't say anything about Truly, who's the same age. It's about Saul and Ari. Nope, she's going to keep Cody away. She's going to stay away. Her kids are not going to interact with anybody for years. That's better for the whole family, Robyn. Yeah. These words did not age well. Okay. I want to hear exactly what she says. If she says look at or look out.
The team on
Here we
the
go.
idea
I'm
of
playing
saying
it again.
this is family and we do this together.
This is very much why this lifestyle works, because you have these very basic, raw human emotions of selfishness and possessiveness, and you have to step outside that
and you have to look out what's better for the whole.
Look
and
out.
you become, I believe that you become.
Oh, she didn't even say family, for the whole. Maybe the whole ROBYN clan. She never said the whole family. You have to look out what's better for the whole team of Robin Brown's kids. Mm-hmm. I missed that she kept going on.
And possessiveness, and you have to step outside that, and you have to look out what's better for the whole, and you become.
And you become, you know, she knows this because she has been a sister wife for, I don't know, 5 minutes at this point. So I really do appreciate the knowledge she's giving to us. Mm-hmm. And you become, I believe that you become a better person. Gosh, that, you know what? She solved her problem right here. She just didn't listen to her own advice. Because according to her, if you look out for the whole family, you become a better person. That's why she's not a better person. Mm-mm. She-Ra. Sorry, She-Ra. Here we go. She-Ra, not better person. Not better person. Because she did not do what was better for the whole. So she could not become a better person. She would have just listened to her own season 2 advice. Maybe the whole world wouldn't be disgusted with her. I see. Let me make sure she didn't say anything else.
I believe that you become a better person.
Hi, Finn.
That's it. And then a really cute picture of Truly, Cody holding Truly. Oh, annoying. Okay. Okay, Julie. Pretty sure Mary was always part-time up to this time frame. She just wants to be home more, not necessarily taking care of the kids. Well, it does seem true. She never really, well, she liked the girls. She didn't like the boys either. That's another thing her and Robin had in common. I didn't even think about that until now. They're not very fond of the boys in this family. They really aren't. The girls, they're all for. Of course, that's really this faith, isn't it? The girls are everything in this faith. They treat them like queens because they want them to be happy, and then they can indoctrinate them and tell them this is a wonderful way, and you too should become a sister wife because, you know, you need multiple sister wives to every male. So the value of the male is not so great in this faith. You want to leave? See ya. I'll show you the door. Cody showed him the door. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's partly why Dayton's gone too. And the other 2 girls are still living at home with Robin. Deep down inside, they want them to be sister wives. I know Robin does. All right. Let's see here. Robin said they needed her to look after the other kids. Right. They needed her to look after the other kids. Are you kidding me? Are we going to skip the Halloween episode? No, we can't because we have to see if she cries. No tears here. Why? Why would we skip the Halloween episode? Why would we skip it, Twyla? Other than we just don't want to see. Is this the one where they were like Earth, Wind, and Fire? Is that the next one that comes up? It was kind of lame. But I am sure that there's going to be some sort of nuggets of information in there. Now, my goal this month is to go back and do very short recaps of each episode. So like no additional clips, no anything like that, but like 10-minute, if that, recap of what happened in each one of the episodes for all the seasons. So we're going to have like a mini on steroids. It's got to be on steroids, right? So apropos with Cody. The mini on steroids recaps that are just very small. So if somebody ever wants to just catch up and they hadn't watched something and they don't want to watch these whole lives or sit through all of it, then it's okay. So I'll take my notes. I thought about that when I was driving today. I thought, I need to have just like a little mini recap of all these. And we're only at the beginning of season 2, so it shouldn't take me that long to go back and just kind of eyeball. And I do believe I still have all my notes from season 1 that I wrote down. So I can go anything that I wrote down that I found interesting. Wait, I do believe there's one other thing I wrote down that we didn't talk about. Okay. Janelle says Cody always wants to buy and spend money to solve problems. It's a constant source of friction in our marriage. And we saw that. The kids will come to me. Well, yeah, because y'all got an equal amount of money. And what are you using it for? You don't have to pay your mortgage or your rent. You don't have to pay utilities. You don't have water, gas, electricity. You don't have to pay for food. You have a ton of money, Cody. It's ridiculous. So yeah, the kids go to you. And that's by design, isn't it? So he can be the savior. Sure, I'll buy that for you. You want another shirt? Okay. You need some more shoes? I'll get it for you. I know your mom's not going to give you them. You're not that important to her. But you are to me. I'll buy you gifts. He's like Santa Claus. It's disgusting. Okay, I do have to go back and figure out the money thing. I find that interesting that they all give a little bit of a different explanation of who paid what. And then Robyn describing herself as the go-to girl. Isn't that interesting? Early on, she wouldn't even call herself a wife at the beginning. She's married now, full on married, and living as one of the sister wives, apparently contributing by watching kids every now and then. But she goes, I want to see myself as the go-to girl for anybody. I just want to be here. I don't want to have a job. I don't want to have responsibility. I don't want to have like a timeline where I have to be somewhere. I certainly don't want to have to get up in the morning. Like I can't watch kids in the morning, like not before school. But after school, which is what we saw, kids getting off the bus, she gets those kids. Never did see her in the morning. We have never seen Robyn in the morning with the kids, have we? Since the beginning. So far we haven't. And we're early on. Have we ever seen Robyn in the morning? That's another thing we need to look for. All right, so we have no tears for Robyn on this episode. And again, we have not seen Robyn. You know how many times we've seen the other wives waking up? The kids' hair is like all, their eyes are barely open and they're getting the kids up. Oh, we did see her do that once. I take it back. We saw it once. She was waking up back in the rental. What rental was that one? I think it was the house they were living in before she moved to Lehigh, down in St. Cloud. There was one morning where she was trying to wake up Dayton and Brianna in their own bedrooms. Mind you, this is a woman who had all this debt and no money. Yeah. In a 4-bedroom house. Just saying. Okay. Let me go to the chat here. Oh, before I do that, let me switch over to our exclusive SOS supporters. We had been looking at our big supporters and our Keep the Lights On supporters. But now, before we get going, let me tell you, as a shout out and one of the benefits of the level, our big supporters are I'll Win the Mini Chef, Barbara Dijak, Meredith Andrews, Mary, Liz S., Karen Perk, Leslie Reddick, J Shanty 3, Linda W., Carla Colson, Aaliyah, Crafty Florida Lady, Shaniqua Smith, Lynn Skinner, and Knit My Bit. Thank you all for being big supporters. And then We also have our exclusive SOS supporters, and they are Lean, brand new. Lean, I believe it is. Lenne. Lean, I think. It's a cool name. I've never seen it before. Lisa Gasca, Libby Scher, Emma Taylor, Bertie Kay, Living the Eclectic Life, Anonymous, Sharon, Cindy Gregory, Laura McWilliams, Dee Dee, Steamfrog99, Julie Hornberger, J. Lou, Jennifer Harmon, Lady Stark, 277, Carol Annie D, Holly Jones, Marie Lingham, Evie, Steph Stevens, Stacy G, Vanessa, Shotzi Peace, Tammy G, Marsha Cooper, Diane Almeida, Farron Allman, Kendra MP, That's My Shoe, Amy D, I'm Your Huckleberry, Libby Scher, Lindsay B, G Kitty 52, Lisa, Xochitl Amarillo, Tracy's Fractured History and More, Alexandria Swan, Shayna Banana, Rain Lady, Cheryl Smith, Sarah Lewis, Sean J, Marie Crabb, Waldo's Mom, Lisa F, Danny Towns, Michelle, Ms. Lita, Ladybird's Mom, Donna Redmond, Jessica Denham, Kaylin, and Alyssa1704. Thank you all, and thank everybody who is a supporter of this channel in every way. All of you keep the lights on level, people. I appreciate you. I see you. I see your names every time I have to put them in this scroll thing down below. I know who you are. I see you, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody who watches these live streams and my videos and hits the like button and comments. All that is great and helps the channel. 100%. Thank you. Okay. Now, back to the chat. Kathy says, Moo is entitled, and she does what she wants like a queen. Right from the beginning, right? What do I do with this bill? Ooh. Cody, fear not. I will take care of it for you. I will make it disappear somehow. What I do is I just put it on Janelle's table. Poof. It's all taken care of. Cody's standing right there discussing bills with Janelle. What about this one? Oh, we have the money for that. We're just going to do that. Okay. Are we going to do this? Yeah. I don't know what Janelle does fancy stuff with the books. I have no idea. That would make him extremely irresponsible, right? Because that would mean that he never looked at his taxes, that he never checked in with the accountant, because all she did was do the books and give them to the accountant. He never looked at any of that stuff. Yeah, that fits. Sounds about right. And then turn around and blame Janelle for not being responsible, fiscally responsible. He's the worst. The worst, I tell you. Let's see here. Oh, everybody in their fireworks. I know. They were going off down this week in Nashville, too. Where my daughter's development is, she goes, Mom, everybody shoots off fireworks. And when I mean everybody, I mean like everybody. She goes, maybe it's like each city does at the same time. I don't know. She goes, but all we have to do is sit in our backyard and then look around like in a whole circle all around us. It's just fireworks being shot off all night long. I said, well, just bring out some on your iPad, put up some patriotic music, have it playing. She goes, yeah. Adam's brother and his wife are coming over. We're going to cook hot dogs over the fire pit outside and just look in the sky. Crazy. I'm sure her cat won't love it, though. Saves you from having to sit in traffic trying to leave fireworks at night from another place. Okay. Robyn's mom babysat. That started when she went on her long honeymoon. Well, that's true. At the very beginning, we've got Alice. We should add her to the list of babysitters. When the wives were available and she was married into the family and she had been there for a whole year. It's not like these kids didn't know each other. They had been paying for her apartment for a whole year. Still, she had Alice We got to add that before McKelty. Alice. For the honeymoon, and probably a lot more. For all we know. We know for the honeymoon. Ah, the tear meter. I like the tear meter. Gotta write that down. Tear meter. And I will put that community post up. So if anyone feels like going back and watching an episode in season 1, by all means, let me know if at any point in there Robyn is crying. And I'll add it to my list. Save me from having to go back and watch those anyway. Oh, I have to do my recaps, don't I? That's all right. I'll do it. I got to skim through them anyway before I do my short recap. So, but you know what? I'm not going to watch them. You can. I'll still put it in the community tab. You can still help participate. If you watch an episode, just say yay or nay whether there were any tears from Robyn in that episode. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm pulling up the chat. Cody actually ruined their lives. He really did. He did, but then they turned it on him. He ruined his own. He ruined their lives temporarily, put them through hell. But they came out on the other side looking like shiny pennies, and he looks miserable, as does that wife he's stuck with. Okay. Thank you all for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Oh, Mama Squirrel. This is so true. Mary should have really gone to school and not listened to Robyn. Robyn, what do you mean you're going to get an education? I need help with my jewelry business that I design things for and draw pictures. And everyone else does all the work. I need you to do all the work, Mary. Mary listened and didn't go back to school. Even after Cody gave her the green light. So at this point, Mary's not on to Robyn at all. Season 2, which makes sense. It's not that long into the marriage. But in that episode, Mary said, Robyn's not going to like this. Well, we really haven't gotten there yet. Wherever that is in the season, she was still got the green light from Cody that she could go back to school. And Robyn said no. And she listened to Robyn, not Cody. Isn't that interesting? So at that point, she was really putting a lot of value. And you know that Cody was on board with her not going too, because he wants what Robyn wants. So as soon as he realized, he goes, you really think Robyn's going to be upset? Yeah, I think she is. Well, she was. Selfish. Yes, Danny. Oops, it won't show. There we go. Makes me happy to know he and Robyn have to pay Christine child support. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. Did you see the clips online about Christine doing a live or an interview, and she had the book there, and I guess it was open. I saw this briefly. It came up as a thumbnail right before I went to bed one night when I was down at my daughter's house. So I didn't have time to do the digging. But just briefly, but here's the thing. As I'm continuing to listen to it, you can tell, especially if there's no face, AI is so amazing now that they can take my voice and I can put a script of words in there and it can sound just like me. It learns the cadence. It learns your voice completely. And you can listen to it. I mean, have you seen them all out there? All these celebrities that are doing these channels that are called Motivation Sunday or something, and all of a sudden it's, I don't know, Maya Angelou or something like that, giving this speech. that she never gave. It's kind of creepy that it can happen that way. So what's happening is people are just writing scripts and they're putting it off as if these other people are saying these words, and they're not. So as I finish listening to this video, I get suspect as soon as I don't see a face, because I think, did you really say this? Did you not? But it seemed legit. And then there were things at the end that were too outrageous that were said in this video that I thought, nope, that would be all over the internet and all over Reddit. I quickly went to Reddit and looked up whatever it was that they said. There was nothing about it. And I'm like, so the whole video in my mind had to be scrapped, null and void. What she said, and it may be true, the beginning part, but I can't trust anything in it. Also, if you ever listen to a video and then all of a sudden somebody weirdly mispronounces a word that normally would not be mispronounced, true sign that AI voice is saying it and it's not the person. I've done that a couple times where I've listened to something like a finance channel or something, and it's like giving all this information, and then all of a sudden they like mispronounce with or something, not with, but something very generic that everybody would know, but in English it's spelled odd and it gets pronounced oddly. True sign. So I didn't know what to think of the rest of it, but what they said at the beginning is that when she was talking about the book, that there was a page open and that you could see that he was that he owed over $100,000 in back child support, or it said $100,000 back child support. But then she quickly took it down. So at first it sounded legit. That totally sounded like something that could have happened. But then I'm listening to the rest of the video, and whoever put this video up also said all this sensational stuff. It was what this person said to this person and what this person said to this person. I'm like, there's no way what that person said to that person, or what happened in court when this one said this to nobody else was there. And it was all BS, and it was too sensational to be true, or we'd be following it. Okay. Okay, so Mary's working part-time. Okay. Tracy said, Robyn, I noticed, is dressing her kids like her dolls, with the ribbons in the hair, the long flowy dresses, the white dust socks going up to the knee. Yeah, kind of sad, right? The trailers on Coyote Pass are full of Robyn shopping. This is why Cody didn't want to sell. What am I going to do with all of Robyn's junk? We have to pay for more storage rental. I want to keep it on the property. Danny said, I know Cody was red-faced when he's told to pay child support. Totally. And I love the fact that the book doesn't come out till September. So there's still an opportunity to tweak certain things. So she can say, the lawsuit was going on. So I really believe for the longest time, this book is going to be a dud. Because of an ongoing lawsuit, she's going to keep her mouth shut. Her lawyers are going to tell her, don't say anything. But the lawsuit's over now. So we don't have exact numbers, do we? I think it's all closed. I don't know. I haven't been looking into it. But I did see that she won. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, you're right. You are absolutely right. McKelty did say that. Before Robyn came into the family, she had a babysitter or nanny because she needed her girlfriend time. She needed her time with to spend with her mom, and she needed her girlfriend time, and that was important. So she was working full time. So you'd think she'd want to be with her kids when she wasn't working, but no, she needed a nanny to take care of them so that she could then leave and decompress, go out, get a little loose, find yourself a man. She needed a nanny so she could go ahead and take off and drive to Lehigh, catch Cody. That's right. I just remember her explanation blew my mind. It's in one of my videos. That I cover McKelty. Oh shoot, it might be behind the paywall because I listened to her stuff behind the paywall as part of membership, just because she has a paywall, so I don't want to just put it out to the whole public. I'm trying to be respectful. Okay. Peach said, I would love to know that Cody has to pay child support. I hope it's significant. I hope it's significant too. I had a dream it was. I must have seen that right before I went to bed. I know I was sitting in the bed, so it wasn't in the morning. It must have been at night, because I do remember having a dream where the judge came back and said, yeah, but, and then just kind of went over all this stuff. It's been all these years. You haven't paid anything. They've been gone for all this time. You do have multiple kids that you're not really contributing to. And, you know, like, just started laying down the hammer, like was using a lot of information about the show, which is probably not admissible in court. But in my dream it was. Pointing out everything from the show and saying, you owe a lot. You owe a lot from the past, quite frankly. You should have been paying when you were never around and choosing to stay with another woman. It's not like you were off serving in the war, serving our country or something. No, you were down the road with another woman. Yeah. Okay. Black Swan Gothica. She lived with her mom for a year, who helped, and then on her own with her niece, the nanny, for a year. She was never alone with her kids. Plus, the divorce. It makes sense that the divorce says no alcohol use, because she would never drink alcohol on the show. Which actually makes me really kind of happy now that when they went to that bar, that the other wives did. Because she probably wanted to, but she couldn't. I kind of like that now that they were trying that beer in that Irish pub when they all went. Good for them. Because that was pretty, I mean, I was still back in Vegas. Yeah, that makes me happy. All right. I didn't know she lived with her mom for a year. Well, she was given that house by her uncle daddy. I'm sure she paid something. Yeah. $200 a month or something for that big 4-bedroom house. Uncle Daddy's rental. Marie said her ex-husband's nieces look after them. Oh, so after the divorce, she had Preston's nieces. I keep referring to all these nieces. Mindy's a niece too, isn't she? But I believe Mindy is a niece on Uncle Daddy's side. I believe it's one of Uncle Daddy's family. So like niece by marriage. Right? Or is it Preston's? I don't think so. But I don't know. Okay. Aloha, Jelu. It's funny. Smugzilla had a nanny and she never had time to clean. It's so true. She didn't need to watch the kids or take care of the kids at all, but she couldn't clean up the house. It was a pigsty. She probably wanted a maid, and that's where Cody put his foot down. He's like, just keep it clean. Just put things away. What's the problem? It's Robyn. She doesn't want to do any work. Robyn boils my blood. Mine too. Mine too. Yes, Shanna Banana. We are going to go back and count just as any episode that she cries in. So she can cry 1 time or 20 times. It doesn't matter. Like this past episode, there were no tears. No tears. So we're going to go back and see season 1. Episode 1, she's not even in. So it doesn't even count. But episodes 2 through whatever. There's like 8 or something like that. Are there any tears? Does she cry at all? So that's what I'm going to put in the community tab, and y'all can just add in your comments any episodes you watched and said, yep, there were tears on the couch interview in this one, or I just watched this whole episode, no tears. And then we'll keep a running count of that as we continue to go through the seasons and see what the percentage is at the end. It's going to be interesting. Selfishness and possessiveness. Yes, it is. Maybe she is talking about herself, but you know she's trying to throw a dig at the other wives. Mrs. Rob them. Okay, I've never seen that one before, rob them. That's funny. Rob them. The know-it-all when it comes to polygamy. Until now. Now she knows nothing. She doesn't understand polygamy. She didn't understand that she was getting more time for Cody because this was all new to her. Like, 15 years into it, all of a sudden she remembers nothing about polygamy. But for the first 10 years, we're going to watch her just be the smug know-it-all that she is. She's the worst. Oh, Danny, 9 months of being a member. Yay. I honestly can't with Robyn and Cody. I would love nothing more than to have them off the show this upcoming season. I personally would love to have Robyn off the show. I want to keep Cody. We need to keep Cody to play off of and just continue to see him spiral out of control. I want him to watch the sister wives be successful. I want him to watch the sister wives continue to glow up every time he sees them, that they're that much grander than they were the time before, because these women, they just keep getting more and more beautiful every time we see them. I want to see him crumble financially. And if you take away half his money, Robyn's half, the red face, the projecting, the anger, the hypocrisy, the crazy words he's going to come up with are going to be insane. The making up of stories, like, it's all quite entertaining. And the fact that he loses all 3 of his OG3 wives' money, and then would lose Robyn's too. So now whatever he has left, he has to live off of half of it. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Anybody could. It's still a ton of money to you and me. But to him and her who can't, we just saw in this episode, he just wants to solve according to Janelle, wants to solve every problem with money. Let's just buy this. Let's just buy that. Let's just pay for this. Let's just buy that. Like, he's impulsive. He has no self-control. He has 0 money management abilities, as does Robyn. She learned nothing after her first divorce. I was really bad with money in the past, but then I learned when I went through my divorce. I don't know what the rest of the wives are doing with their money. Remember that? Oh, I would love to see how they take this huge amount of money to any normal person and just not be able to make ends meet. I mean, partly because they're living in a house that they're probably going to be underwater in based on just his salary. They didn't put much of anything down. Probably were taking mortgages, second loans off of the house to begin with. They probably weren't paying a whole bunch of it off. They robbed Peter to pay Paul. because they had to originally, Janelle had no choice early on. There was very little money. And so he saw that happening, like, well, we managed to always make it happen. We just take this money, we move it over there, we do this. So we can do that fancy kind of stuff even when we're in the millions. It's going to fall hard. And I want to see it. So I want to keep Cody on the show. I want to see the demise and the struggle of trying to financially make his ends meet. But ROBYN can go. She contributes nothing. I mean, nothing. I mean, there's not even much to make fun of anymore. It's not even good that way. Cody, there'll still be plenty. ROBYN delivers zero to the show in terms of content, in terms of information, in terms of being a villain. She's not even a villain anymore because she doesn't say anything. Like, she's worthless, absolutely worthless. And the fact that she's getting as much money as Cody and each of the OG3 wives are makes no sense to me. None. So I'd love to see her go. See, that would make for an amazing season. TLC, if anyone's listening, there's a good season. You want your ratings to go back up? Kick off ROBYN. I mean, she can be a guest of, just like her kids were. It's not like she can't be in any scene, but she doesn't get paid if she is, so she's not going to be in anything. And we don't need to see the kids anymore either. Done. Done with Cody's kids too. Moving on, please. Move on. Ugh. Betty says, looking back at the tell-all, Mary's eyes showed so clearly how much she still adored Cody. No one was getting what she was trying to express. She was... At that point, last October, she was still in love with them. Absolutely. Which is so disappointing because when she started the season before, she was like putting her foot down going, I didn't know all that stuff he said about me. I'm angry now. Like, watch out. Oh, I'm going to speak. What was it? I have my words to say, or I'm going to tell my truth. Never happened. She says she makes these proclamations all the time and gets our hopes up and we get all excited and then nothing. Nothing good she shares. Not only does she not share anything good, but she actually backpedals and defends and protects Cody. And it's disgusting to me. I mean, how many years? How many years is it going to take for her to learn? He doesn't like you. He's used you for 30 plus years. Over 30 years he's used you. Stop going back. Please, 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 please. Everyone's telling you. I know Jen's telling you. Everyone on social media is telling you. You guys don't know. Oh, I know. I know. I know what you're living in, and it's not right. It's not right. Ugh. Shanna, the number of months you've been a member, see on my StreamYard, that little icon next to your name, they're all like these squiggly S's, so I can't see. But whatever the number is. So the first month is a heart that says new, and after that, it has a number inside the heart, and that tells you how many months. But they skip. It goes 1, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 6, 12. It's all set by YouTube. I mean, I made the little hearts just so that they're not the same diamonds that it defaults to that's on a lot of channels. But at the 1 year mark is, I think, when I changed it and we start doing rings, wedding rings. Oh, goodness. Okay. She will hear the cha-cha-ching as the child support being paid. Yet her doll money goes out the window. Ciao, money. Oh, Marie's a new member. Let's see. So we had Mama, we had Vanessa, Shanna, Dana for 9 months. Oh, Katie B. I didn't even see this. First of all, let's see here. Marie Hickson became a member. Thank you, Marie. Welcome. And Katie B sent a super chat. Thank you, Katie B. Hi, Jenny. Finally made it to a live. Woo-hoo! Discovered your channel at the beginning of the Sister Wives season, and I never miss a video. Aw, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for leaving the super chat, and thank you for leaving the nice comment. Very nice. And where have you been all my life? What do you mean you just found it at the beginning of this? I just started at the end of last season, so I'm new to it myself. Okay. There's plenty of videos to go back and watch, so we have lots to catch up on. Peach. Season 20. Monogamous Bowler for Crody and Robum. Robdom. Oh, that's even better. Robdom. I never saw that one either. Oh, I hear Robum, but Robdom. It's funny too, because that's what happened. Now she's Robdom. It was Robum. Now it's Robdom. Hi, Knit My Bet. Good to see you. Okay. Janice said, I think they, Cody and Robyn, considered all that bad art as a family investment. Or that was their excuse. Yeah. I mean, do you think that they really just liked it and called it an investment? Or do you really think that they're making an investment? Because that's a very specific niche of people who would like that kind of art to begin with. And then do they want to buy Cody and Robyn's, or do they want to get a new piece? I don't think the resale on it's going to be that great, quite frankly. So I don't think they're going to get anybody to pay for it. Ugh. Yes, Bridget, the go-to girl for her best customer. Yeah, she's the go-to girl and the best customer. She's got lots of titles for herself, doesn't she? She's a go-to girl and she's the best customer. Yes, for sure. J. Lou said, I think Maddie and Hunter had Robyn figured out really quickly. Yes. That's why Maddie said, if someone like Robyn came for my man, I'd rip her hair out. I don't remember that. If someone like Robyn came for, how it kind of sounds familiar, but I can't wait to go we watch it again. Because I love how, if she said it like that exactly, if someone like Robyn came for my man. That is good. Did she say that already? Because she's already in the family. Was that at the beginning as they were courting? That I bet it was. How do I not remember that exact line? Oh. Yeah. Love bombing his kids. That's what's happening there, Mr. Narcissist, for sure. Officially a concubine. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I know I'm way behind here. I'm going to try to catch up. Black Swan Gothica. She is the go-to girl. All the wives went to her to borrow her Prada purses and her Gucci bags. That's right. Oh, do you think for a second she loaned out any of her Prada purses and Gucci bags to any of the other sister wives? No way. Oh, I don't know. That one's really special to me. You gotta be careful. I mean, I guess you could take it, but don't scuff it. Don't set it on the ground. Don't put anything really heavy in it. I don't want to stretch out the straps on the purse. And yeah, no, you can't wear my shoes. We're different sizes. We're different sizes. Could use that excuse for all her clothes too. Ugh. Okay. YouTube demoted you again. What do you mean? Did it kick you out of a membership level? Okay. There is a decent amount, not decent, but there is like every week, 1 or 2 people who move levels, which is no big deal. But then like some who are gone and come back in. And I'm like, oh, why were you gone? You were here last week, but you're back. So that's what makes me, when I read that, I'm always like, oh, they signed back up again. But they were here just 7 days ago and had been here for months. But okay, whatever. Figured, maybe they're using a new credit card and it shows up differently or something. I don't know. Mary is now lying about her push for Robyn. The narrative was never changed. That's true. I don't know if Mary could ever believe anything that came out of her own mouth. Robyn got mad that Hunter didn't look thrilled about her pregnancy. Yeah, that was ridiculous. But the funny thing about that is she never complained about Janelle at all. She always complained about Christine. Christine. I wonder if it's because Cody always complained about Christine and he never complained about Janelle. So she felt like she couldn't say anything about Janelle. So she'd always complain about Christine. But you watch situations like that. Janelle didn't crack a smile. And her kids were not happy, whereas Christine went up and gave her a big hug and a smile and said congratulations, and so did Aspen and McKelty, and they were smiling. I mean, I get girls are probably more in tune to the appropriateness of how to react in such a situation, but still, like Janelle wasn't thrilled in that at all, but she always would call out Christine. Can I ask what the upside down cross on your left wrist represents? Asking for a friend. It's well, it's upside down, I guess, to you, but I wanted it so I could see it. So it faces me, so I see it. My daughters and I were in California, and we had 2 weeks off during my daughter's Christmas break, but she had to continue to work at her job when she was in college, her first freshman year in college. So our whole family went to California for Christmas. The first week, my other daughter and I went out to meet my daughter, and we went to Palm Springs. And then the boys came the second week, and then we stayed closer to where her job was in Orange County. So in Palm Springs, it was raining like 3 of the 5 days that we were there. And we're like, is this, they're like, oh, this is so great. We only get about 3 days of rain a year. Like we see it. We're here for it. So we were going to Coachella just for my girls to see like where it is, like the big horse farm where they have Coachella. And then we'd always talked about getting tattoos, and the same tattoo, the 3 of us could never decide on anything. Like we should add this and then this. And before I knew it, it was like going to be like a whole sleeve because we had all this stuff. And we were looking for something to do that day because pretty much everything shut down because they're not used to having rain there. And we saw the tattoo shop, and I'm like, maybe we should just do it. And they're like, yeah. So as it turned out, because it was an impulse decision that day, the cross my middle daughter has on her ankle, and then the sun behind it, which you might not be able to see because it's kind of far away. When I twist it, it turns. When I show it to people, there's a sun behind it, and my daughter has a sun on her back shoulder. So I did a combination of the two, and I put it on my wrist. So we didn't do the identical thing. We had it in different places, and then Mom has a combination of the 2 girls together. I told my son, if he ever gets a tattoo, it's getting added to it. But he's like, I probably won't, Mom. I'm like, okay. Anyway, that's what it is. So it was sort of a special memory. It was something for us to do. And then I told my girls, I'm like, you can always say you got a tattoo at Coachella, because it was still in the city of Coachella. Sounds cooler than it was. It was just a rainy day. There was a small tattoo parlor there. Yeah, Hunter rolled his eyes out loud. Yeah, he did. Yes, truth to oneself. You want to see ROBYN and Curly in 5 years from now. Oh, ROBYN. All these variations of ROBYN are showing up today, and I'm loving all of them. They'll be asking Mary for money. Do you think 5 years from now, when Cody goes up to Mary and tries to sweet talk her into being part of like their sister wives community because he really misses her, that she will bend? Or will she be Teflon and say, absolutely not, what are you talking about? I don't think she'll go back in the end because she knows how bad that would look after everything she'd been through. And I don't think Jen would let her. But do you think that she would bend and be like, oh, you like me? I don't know. Like, we shouldn't. No, I can't go through it again. Or do you think she's going to be like, hell no, Cody. Who do you think you even are asking me such a thing? We shouldn't even be talking to each other. We're exes. Adios. See you at the next kid's wedding. I wonder. Cindy from Oz says, Robyn can get away with pulling faces and shutting her jaw. Yes, I can't do it like she does. At comments made. That's my Robyn impression. But if someone barely reacts to her comments, it's not safe. Yeah. Spot on, Cindy. Spot on. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind. All right, I'm going to just do a couple more. Try to catch up here a little bit. As Kathy says, Cody's chapped. He can't pick on Christine anymore. I love the word chapped too, because it kind of fits into the whole Western thing. Who dropped Robyn on her head? Oh. Yet now, right, Black Swan Gothica, yet now they are loading up the cart with alcohol. Lots of videos of Cody buying alcohol. He is drinking now, making up for it. And now that all three of his kids are 18, Robyn probably can too. Did we notice when they went to their Valentine's dinner, did she have alcohol? Did she have a glass of wine? I never thought to look. Did anyone notice? Was she drinking? Because that would be really interesting that all of a sudden that they're 18 years old, so now she can start getting her drink on. Jen is probably sick of hearing about it all for sure. Oh, she's got to be over it. Jen is kind of saintly. I don't know how she does it. Yeah. That's true. That's true. People are saying that Mary's still covering for Cody and a little bit for Robyn as well. Yeah. Yes. Yes, knit in my bed. What a great friend Jen is. Yes. Over and over again. Over. And she is there. She has been there from the beginning. They're moving this season, aren't they? Season 2? I think it's season 2 they moved to Vegas. Might be beginning of season 3. But I know that they're looking into it in season 2 if they don't move in season 2. I haven't looked ahead at the thumbnails to kind of see. But it's right around this time they move. And then she met them in the rentals in Vegas. So that was right after they got to Vegas. All right. Robyn needs to start an ointment business. Oh. The names of her multiple personalities. That's funny. Oh, she has the 2 names she gave herself for the multiple personalities. And then we also have, which is best customer and what was the other one? Oh, the go-to girl. I keep wanting to call her the good time girl. The go-to girl. And now we have all the rest of the personalities. Rob 'em, robbed 'em. What are all they? Rob them. Robbing them. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Scroll, Jenny. Oh, people are sharing their tattoos. I'm like, what is a Grateful Dead? Excellent. Do share, everybody. What tattoos you have and where. This is my only one, which is very funny because when we left, and this was, oh gosh, almost a decade ago. Not quite, maybe closer, somewhere between 7 and 10 years ago. We were walking out of the tattoo place, and my oldest daughter said, so who's going to be the first one to get the next tattoo? Because they say once you get one, you just keep getting more. But it wasn't me. It wasn't her either. Surprising, because her husband has tattoos all over the place, but she never got another one. Okay, made it to the end. Okay, I mean, I kind of scroll by a lot, but let me double check this. All right, I'm caught up there. Excellent. Okay, so taking a look, we are doing Carving into Polygamy next week. The Browns celebrate Halloween with 16 trick-or-treaters, 21 colorful costumes, and 24 pumpkins. I remember thinking this wasn't a great one. Was it you, Twyla, that's like, are we going to skip that one? But what we could do is plow through. Do you want to do that? Do you want to do episodes 4 and 5 together? Because they are only 20 minutes long. There's no reason why we can't. I don't have to do as much talking. And then we can kind of get ahead a little bit. That sounds like a good idea. Tell you what, let me quickly put it in the poll for anybody who's left. And you tell me if you want to do 2 episodes. I got to get into the YouTube studio area. Content, live stream. Here it is. Control room. And start a poll. Do you want to cover 2 episodes next week? Halloween and visiting Vegas. Start the poll. Okay, keep an eye on it. Okay, everybody, right now, because we're going to get out of here soon. Go ahead in the poll. Start voting. I wonder if it would tell me how many people. No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it does. 37, 40. Everything's at 100%. What are the odds of that? 100%. We have ready 45 votes. 100%. Okay. It's very clear. Very, very clear. We're going to do 2 episodes. All right. All right. 2 episodes next week. And if it goes well, we can do that going forward too. So we can start catching up, because it'll be forever for us to catch up to season 19, right? It's probably not a bad idea. All right, so next Tuesday, we're covering 2 episodes. We're over 50 votes, and everybody says, yes, we're covering 2 episodes next week. Okay. 2 episodes it is. That way we can kind of fly through the Halloween one. All right. That works for me too. I like it. All right. Over 50 votes. Still at 100%. Okay. Very clear, very clear. I hear you loud and clear. 2 episodes it is. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Apologize for that. This was I just washed my hair using the shampoo and conditioner in the hotel bathroom and let it air dry. Look. I should have apologized for that up front. It is what it is. It's fine. Whatever. Clearly, I don't care. This will never be a makeup beauty channel. Not my gift. Poking fun at Cody, it's my gift. All right. I love you all. Good night, sister friends. Juanita signing off. Take care. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
I remember when Sonny and Cher got divorced when I was 6, and it rattled me.
I had a lover in college, and it was a little tryst. I was a naughty boy. I had a dirty thought, and I thought David and I should go on a guys trip together.
I might have to agree. That would be cool.
I just thought, no.
David out on a guy's weekend.
Yeah, that's just it would be cool.
Oh, he was kind of up for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Things that make you go,